This 1 Degree Outside video is brought to you by Fluid Form Bio, developing innovative 3D printing living pancreatic tissue to help combat type 1 diabetes. For the first time, you can join this visionary mission. Visit fluidformbio.com or their page on Start Engine to learn more about this exciting work. Tuesday Insights, the deeper dive into meteorology, the why behind the forecast here at the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Meteorologist Matt Noyes. In this video, we're going to talk about pollen and how it's starting to ease a little bit. We'll talk about the unsettled weather. We're going to come back at the end of this week and into the weekend for that matter as well, although I think it's TBD in just what way that rain becomes focused on the weekend. We'll look at that together. And then the weekend storm likely opens the door to more significant warmth that'll be here next week. And we're going to expand upon that in our pattern predictions video coming up a little bit later on today on the website and at the top of the app home screen. All right, meanwhile, there is the pollen count declining toward the end of the week. Now, look, some of this is because we get rain that comes in on Thursday and Friday, right? That always lowers the pollen count anyway. But the other part of this is while oak is still going strong, a lot of the tree pollen has started to back off a little bit. So you're through the kind of worst of the burst of everything at once. You still have pine to get through here over the course of the season, but we're getting there little by little. A lot of rain last 7 days, not just in the central and southern United States, but here at home as well, right? Our coastal storm absolutely drenching us in spots, eradicating the drought across the area. There's some good news for you there. Now we look at storm centers that are going to be kind of rippling along a stalling frontal boundary over the southern United States, and that's where most of the focus of showers and thunder will go. As has been the case, we will get northern stream, jet stream energy coming in and resulting in one wave of low pressure Wednesday night into Thursday to focus the rain. Then we'll start to watch the increasing moisture from the south and see that heading our way as we head to the upcoming weekend. Again, for now, it means that severe weather threat is all limited down to the south, not here at home. That is the case the next couple of days. It's also the case, as you might imagine, with any flash flood potential as well. Even though it's been wet recently, we don't think the rain that comes at the end of this week is going to be flash flood type stuff. The weekend could be a little different. We'll get to that here in a second. Let's dive in. We get to the day tomorrow. Clouds will be on the increase. Still a lovely day, all things considered, as high pressure starts to move east and off the coast. But the rain does follow on the backside of that high. So Wednesday night into Thursday, at least the southern half of New England getting into the showers. Then during the day on Thursday, showers off and on, a wave of low pressure buzzing by along the coastline, focusing some of the rain and expanding it up into parts of northern New England as well. Eastern Maine may be the last to see the rain arriving during the course of the day Thursday. We think Thursday night into Friday, a lot of that is gone. We get ready for a new cold front coming in from the north and west that kind of kicks that out. The only thing is there's still mild air around and there'll still be some humidity in the air. So as this cold front comes in on Friday, it will focus scattered showers and thunderstorms. And this is kind of the weekend wild card, which is a storm center down to the south and west, complete with Gulf moisture. It's going to try and link up with the front. I think the question is, do they link up or do they remain separate? If they link up, you get a solution a lot like what you see here, which is Saturday ends up with a drenching rain that comes in on top of us. I would still put this at about 50-50 chance that we get a well-developed storm center traveling along a front over southern New England. It's possible that the front slows enough that you'd get this kind of rain focused in northern New England, but southern New England would end up with more kind of frequent showers and thunderstorms and downpours that would crop up, but not necessarily as focused. Part of the reason I say that is because when we were looking at this past weekend's coastal storm and we were saying, oh, we have possible nor'easter and all that, right? One of the things I showed you was the 6,000-foot winds, because that kind of helps to show how the atmosphere will evolve. So you can definitely see there's a lobe with that storm center that comes by on Thursday. That's fine. But when you look to the weekend, what you're going to see is actually a much broader cyclone, a broader storm flow coming at us here that actually should allow for a southerly or southwesterly wind through at least the lower portion of the atmosphere up through 6,000 feet and beyond. That's very different from what we saw last weekend when we had a well-developed storm center. I was showing you that almost eye-like feature that was coming across the Cape and the islands in a northeast wind. This is a totally different setup. This is a setup that if you are going to drive warmth and moisture north, you almost do favor the heaviest of the rain being found in northern New England, particularly on Saturday when you get that slug. And that's why when you look preliminarily, we got a long way to go at the precipitation prediction going out through the upcoming weekend. It's a decent chunk for a lot of us, but the farther north and west you go, the greater the amounts of precipitation would be. Again, a lot of times there's a pretty good amount of error when you're several days out, but just want to give you the idea of what I'm going to be watching for anyway in the coming days to see if we do indeed trend in that direction, which I'm thinking we would. So I guess what that boils down to is for Saturday plans, nobody should be canceling yet. everybody should have the antenna up on how this is all going to go. All right, high temperatures tomorrow are going to be running in the 70s. We'll still be near 80 at Freiburg, Maine. A lot of northern New England where the clouds don't increase quite as quickly. Here's the rain coming in Wednesday night. I mentioned that Thursday, the southern half of New England's got rain in the morning. We all see the showers expanding, except maybe eastern and northeastern Maine. As we head through the day Thursday, you'll find thickening clouds, but the rain not as quick to come in. And then by the time we get along about Friday, again, you've got the warmth, you've got the humidity, and that may breed the scattered showers and thunderstorms. Saturday, we'll see. We'll see how concentrated that area of rain ends up being. You can follow it all and get our video updates along the way with our app, totally free. 1 degree outside weather on the App Store and Google Play. That's how Insights, the deep dive into meteorology, looks for now. See you with pattern predictions coming up in just a little while.